Okay, and I apologise in advance if I have a shouty cat during this review, but let's carry on anyway. We're going to do a review of SirToys KO Studio Series Devastator Part Mixmaster. And this is one of those weird ones. I've just noticed there's a weird thing on the shell there. The case in there, that little white spot. I'm not sure if there's something stuck on it that shouldn't be there, or it's just a knock in the thing. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Ignore me. And it's a weird one. Now, obviously, these are very truthful to the officials, so anything wrong with this, apart from like quality issues, are a problem with the original. So I can't blame this figure. But I don't have the original, so I've got to review it as is. But just getting the fine details out. And it's a cement mixer. It's got one of those big cattle grill things like Dark of the Moon Megatron. Because it has, although this would have come first, it's kinda got the little Decepticon head dog on it. But not really. But who cares. And it looks fine up until these bits, which are clearly hands or feet or something. And then you start going, well, hang on, what's this? And yeah, but rule of thumb, you don't look at the underside of a Transformer, do you? It just kind of ruins everything. But it's fine. I've done this quickly from the review, transformed it quickly for the review, so I'm not sure if I see a little bit of flash on the tyre there. See that? Not a big deal, you can trim it off and it's not the end of the world, but these guys are, I believe SirToys still got them. They're still really cheap for what they were. They're like $10, $15, something like that. It's like, buy it. Size comparison, Siege Impactor with the upgrade kit. So, it's probably justifiably Voyager, but it's long and thin rather than just a lump. It's nice enough. It's missing the Decepticon stickers, but I suppose I could do that, but disguise. So, no. I'm not doing it, I can't be bothered. And these don't perfectly line up. Maybe that's me, but it has got like a lip there and it's not quite going over it, so maybe I could just add a little, scrape that paint off. So it doesn't matter. The point is, it's good enough for what it is. Now I've got to try and remember how to transform it, because I haven't done this for a very long time. Okay. From what I can gather, it's all just messing around with this, and that does very little. I think. That's more for the combined mode. This is everything else. So, what we're going to do is get this piece. Basically, we want to split the barrel. He said, hoping he's correct. Because that was the last piece I did when I was transforming it back, and it really doesn't want to go. Come on. Okay, let's try this side. Or should I do it the other way and just try and split everything? Let's just try and split everything down the middle. There you go. Okay. Once you split everything down the middle, it becomes a lot easier. Oh, and there's a thing for when you get it for the combined mode, just for anyone who's ever been curious. There are two holes here. The top one is for the vehicle mode. The bottom one is for combined mode. So instead of putting it in the top hole there, can you see any of this? Instead of putting it in the top hole, you drop it down and plug it into the bottom hole. That's when you're doing the combined form. You put it into the lower part. We're not doing that, so we don't need to worry about it. Okay. Now we're going to rotate this all the way onto the back. Rotate up these little smokestacky things. Rotate those up. As I'll turn these around for reasons, I guess. You can bring the head forward. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, it's just got a big hinge at the back there, so you can bring it forward. It's not a ball joint as well, as it's just popped off. But let's put that back on there. There you go. Bring it forward. Flip through the feet. Split the legs. Bring up the hip section. The actual hip, not the hip joint. The actual hip to there. Rotate down. Out to there. Rotate down. And there we've got the legs and the body done. There, it's done. What do you think? Alright, fine, okay. Alright, okay. Now this, did I ever mention I don't get instructions most of the time when I get things from SirToys? So I end up watching random reviews and hoping I get things right. So what we need to do is finally split all this, which should, hopefully... Hey Luna, what's going on? Should hopefully be a lot easier. That's one of my cats, sorry. Okay, split that, flip down this bit, and we're going to double hinge this out of the way. This little lip, which is actually kind of strained, that just sort of goes in here somewhere. There's a few different weirdy places and notches and stuff, but it goes in there. Get that out of the way, and yeah, that one doesn't rotate. Okay, so, or does this one go through? We'll sort it in a minute. I don't know. Fold this bit under, and then how does it look from the front? Right, okay, so where are the hinges? Okay, so that's going to be the main hinge, so we need to separate this. Okay, and if that's the main hinge, we're going to push this through, so it's on the outside. We'll rotate it like that, and we'll just... What are you doing, you crazy cat? Just going to fold this up like that. That looks about right, doesn't it? Or that, or something. There you go. That looks about right. Let's try and do that again. Alright, okay. So we're going to split this. There we go. Rotate that inside. Bring it open. Untab this. Rotate it through, actually. This. Okay, there's a tiny little lip there where my nail is. That just goes in that tab there, and that's how this locks into place. So we're going to push it out slightly to pop that out. So that folds around. Rotate all of this so this piece is at the top. Bring this down, turn it so that's the arm. And then we're just going to make sure this bit's folded in. Right, good. And there's a double hinge piece here. So we're just going to double hinge this up. Try and make it look nice. Does that look nice? That goes together nicely. Sure, why not? And that, I believe, bear in mind I don't have instructions. Mixmaster in robot mode. Let's just bring the camera up ever so gently. There it is. And he's a weird one. Genuinely a strange one. You know, he's got these big, weirdy shoulders and these small, almost inconsequential arms with these little, strange two-fingered claws that don't do anything. There's no way for them to do anything. I mean, what does he do? Sort of half-heartedly sort of go, I'll scratch your eyes out. There's a very 1980s opinion of me. I apologise in advance if I upset anyone, but, you know. Yeah, it's weird, frankly. Ooh, there's a hinge here that does things. What's that for? Why can that hinge? What purpose does that do? Don't know, but there's a hinge there as well. I don't think this is bad. I don't. Just trying to see if I can get this to peg in or something, or if it just flaps there. Just seems to flap there. I don't think this is bad at all. It's just really weird. take up a lot more space than it's supposed to. It's literally got the entire cab hanging off its back. If you dogs are growling at each other, I'm going to start punching. So stop it. I wouldn't, but they don't know that. Hey you. What are you doing? Can I come onto this? I'm doing a review. Thank you. Silly cat. He's just odd. I mean, there's articulation here. Some of it you need to work for. There's not like any ankle or anything, which I kind of wish there was. And the vehicle mode's a bit, but as he's a combiner, there's always going to be one of the three modes. Anything that's got three modes, there's always one that suffers for the benefit of the others. And I don't know if it's this or the lorry mode. I don't know which one suffers. The lorry mode kind of looks the part, but there's a lot of bits that are just like, really? Whereas this is kind of how he's supposed to look. So you can't say they've done this wrong or he suffers. Because this is what he's supposed to look like. So I guess the lorry mode suffers and this is okay. These are weird designs. The Revenge of the Fallen Decepticons were weird looking creatures. Let's get a size comparison. So we've got Kingdom Air Razor. And doesn't he look like some kind of monstrosity next to her? Like, could you imagine him sort of going, like some sort of tarantula, like, nom, 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 nom. Delicious. I don't know what's going on with your reviews recently. I honestly don't. I've gone mad. Is there something I've missed on the foot? No. See, some of the other ones have had like bits on the foot. We go, you're supposed to flip that one through, so they've got a toe on the inside, and no, nothing. It's like they phoned in these legs. They're fine. They kind of work. They do everything you want to do. I mean, you really want to, you can hunch him all the way down here. You can do some limbo. Can I do some limbo? Although he is touching the floor, so he's disqualified. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Apparently, if you get the upgrade kit for this Devastator, which I don't think it's worth it, personally. I'd like the wrecking balls, but other than that, if you get that, apparently there's a piece that will allow him to turn into the cannon mode that he had in Revenge of the Fallen, and there's these two bits here kind of look like barrels that should flip over the top, but considering what they turn into, what they actually are, they don't, and it just seems a bit wasted there. It's like, what weapons has he got? A couple of claws? What are these things? Are they supports for his vehicle mode? Are they just little landing gear? Are they little tootsies? Are they supposed to be little hands that you can sort of ET with? Or yeah, because they kind of look like they've got maybe 3 fingers and that's got a little claw at the front there. Are they little arms, little T-Rex arms? I don't know. I got no answers for you. Oh, this video is far too long for all the rambling I'm doing. I'm not actually adding anything of consequence. So yeah, I'm not going to do anything about the combined mode now, but let me tell you, when I first started trying to attach him, he just fell off. And I was like, oh, well, this doesn't work very well. And then I must have done it properly when I actually put him together the last time, because I went to take him off, and I'm like, I had to wriggle things loose, and yeah, he definitely fits on properly if you do it right. We'll do that when we get to it. I've still got 1, 2, 3. Demolisher, Overload, Rampage. Yeah, still got 3 more parts. Okay. And one of those and this one I definitely got from SirToys. The other 2 I got from eBay, but you can get them from SirToys. You can also get the Skipjack. I think you can get Skipjack from SirToys as well, but I'm not going to. Anyway, I'm done. Done. So, stand there. Teeny tiny little girl with impactor. I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye bye.